Real change, enduring change, happens one step at a time. People ask me sometimes, when will there be enough women on the court? My answer is, when there are 9. People are shocked. But there had been 9 men, and nobody's ever raised a question about that. Women will have achieved true equality when men share with them the responsibility of bringing up the next generation. The greatest statement of equality is in the Declaration of Independence, written by a slaveholder. If you're a boy and you like teaching, you like nursing, you would like to have a doll, that's okay. We should each be free to develop our own talents, whatever they may be, and not be held back by artificial barriers. I don't say women's rights, I say the constitutional principle of the equal citizenship stature of men and women. I didn't change the Constitution, the equality principle was there from the start. I just was an advocate for seeing its full realization. Reliance on overbroad generalizations, estimates about the way most men or most women are, will not suffice to deny opportunity to women whose talent and capacity place them outside the average description. Women belong in all places where decisions are being made. It shouldn't be that women are the exception. Yet what greater defeat could we suffer than to come to resemble the forces we oppose in their disrespect for human dignity? The words of the 14th Amendment's Equal Protection Clause, nor shall any state deny to any person the equal protection of the laws. Well, that word, any person, covers women as well as men. And the Supreme Court woke up to that reality in 1971. In recent years, people have said, "This is the way I am." And others looked around, and we discovered it's our next-door neighbor, we're very fond of them, or it's our child's best friend, or even our child. I think that as more and more people came out and said that this is who I am, the rest of us recognized that they are one of us. When contemplated in its extreme, almost any power looks dangerous. My dissenting opinions, like my briefs, are meant to persuade. And sometimes one must be forceful about saying how wrong the court is. Dissents speak to a future age. It's not simply to say, my colleagues are wrong and I would do it this way. But the greatest dissents do become court opinions, and gradually over time their views become the dominant view. So that's the dissenters' hope, that they are writing not for today, but for tomorrow. The greatest menace to freedom is an inert people, that public discussion is a political duty, and that this should be a fundamental principle of the American government. You can disagree without being disagreeable. I always thought that there was nothing an anti-feminist would want more than to have women only in women's organizations, in their own little corner empathizing with each other, and not touching a man's world. If you are going to change things, you have to be with the people who hold the levers. My mother told me two things constantly. One was to be a lady, and the other was to be independent. The study of law was unusual for women of my generation. For most girls growing up in the 40s, the most important degree was not your BA, but your MRS. A gender line helps to keep women not on a pedestal, but in a cage. I remember envying the boys long before I even knew the word feminism, because I liked shop better than cooking or sewing. I feel great that I don't have to be the lone woman around this place. Feminism, I think the simplest explanation, and one that captures the idea, is a song that Marlo Thomas sang, "Free to be you and me." Free to be, if you were a girl doctor, lawyer, Indian chief, anything you want to be. The side that wants to take the choice away from women and give it to the state, they're fighting a losing battle. Time is on the side of change. Indeed, in my lifetime, I expect to see 3, 4, perhaps even more women on the High Court bench, women now shaped from the same mold, but of different complexions. I ask no favor for my sex. All I ask of our brethren is that they take their feet off our necks. In every good marriage, it helps sometimes to be a little deaf. In the course of a marriage, one accommodates the other. If you have a caring life partner, you help the other person when that person needs it. I had a life partner who thought my work was as important as his, and I think that made all the difference for me. You can't have it all at once. Each part of my life provided respite from the other, and gave me a sense of proportion that classmates trained only on law studies lacked. Reading is the key that opens doors to many good things in life. Reading shaped my dreams, and more reading helped me make my dreams come true. If I had any talent in the world, I would be a great diva. If you want to be a true professional, do something outside yourself. I would like to be remembered as someone who used whatever talent she had to do her work to the very best of her ability. I spent no time fretting, and found a way to do what I thought important to get done. It's amazing. At the advanced age of 86, everyone wants to take a picture with me. I became a lawyer for selfish reasons. I thought I could do a lawyer's job better than any other. Don't be distracted by emotions like anger, envy, resentment. These just sap energy and waste time. I'm a very strong believer in listening and learning from others. So often in life, things that you regard as an impediment turn out to be great, good fortune. Reacting in anger or annoyance will not advance one's ability to persuade. When a thoughtless or unkind word is spoken, best tune out. Fight for the things that you care about, but do it in a way that will lead others to join you. It bothers me when people say to make it to the top of the tree, you have to give up a family. The decision whether or not to bear a child is central to a woman's life, to her well-being and dignity. It's a decision she must make for herself.